inside my own world of make-believe. Kids screaming in the cradles, profanities. I see the world through ice covered in ink and bleach. Cross out the ones who heard my cries and watched me weep. I love everything. Fire spreading all around my room. My world's so bright, it's hard to breathe, but that's alright. Hush. Tape my eyes open to force reality. Why can't you just let me eat my weight in glee? I live inside my own world of make-believe. Kids screaming in their cradles, profanities. Some days I feel skinnier than all the other days. Sometimes I can't tell if my body belongs to me. I love everything. Fire spreading all around my room. My world's so bright, it's hard to breathe, but that's alright. Hush. Content, hold your breath and feel the tension. Devils hide behind redemption. Honesty is a one-way gate to hell. I wanna taste consumption, breathe faster to waste oxygen. Hear the children sing aloud. It's music till the wick burns out. Be carefree lately, yeah. Just kicking up daisies. Got one too many quarters in my pockets. Count 'em like the four-leaf clovers in my locket. Untied laces, yeah. Just tripping on daydreams. Got dirty little lullabies playing on repeat. Might as well just ride around the nursery and count sheep.
Not gonna lie to you kids, it's a fucking jungle out there. Keep your head on tight. Unknown brain and mind me, baby, let's do it. Y'all see me flying, never drop down, smoking high, I am not round, I'm not round, no denying what I got now, keep an eye out, keep it locked down, see me flying, never drop down, smoking high, I am not round, I'm not round, no denying what I got now, keep an eye out, keep it locked down, get too strong when I battle with the beast, bring a few on, the commander and the chief for my crew on. Bullets rattling and whistle at your toque. Never sleep, eyes open, hands clutching on my loop. It's a war zone. It's a war zone. Yo, this a motherfucking war zone. Yeah, feel the impact. Yeah, break it open, leaving nothing fucking intact. Hey yo, you been hacked. You're safe, hard in, but I found it, homie, been cracked. Hey yo, we been back. Your band stacking, see you flexing with the thin stack. Hey bitch, you been whacked. I kill 'em all, feel the motherfucking impact. Yo, this a war zone, homie, say you ready and prepared. Take a minute and make them aware. Well, I'll be sneaking in the back, but it's what the clap, homie, life ain't fair. Caught me crawling through the mud where the vision saw it clearly. Born a shepherd to these sheep, make them fear me. This a war zone, trashed out, trap house, nothing ever given. Yeah, every day's a blessing, thank the Lord, oh how I'm living. See me riding with my top down, oh cops round, pedal pressing on the gas. I don't think I'll ever stop.
See you on the other side. Stays alive. Stays alive. I got to keep it together. Keep it together. Keep it together.
Nice shot. Lock and load.
Wow, very good. Let me show you how it is done. Yeah, no. Woo, damn! That was one of the best nickel fights I've been to.
Welcome back, everybody, for yet another LOOT.BET Season 8 match. Today we are here in the playoffs. As you can see, we're going to be having Espada versus AGF first of all, and then moving on to Virtus.pro versus Wisla, all in Krakow. My name is Sermon, and joining me today is Dan Chan. How you doing, my man?
Oh, don't even get into that. I'm doing excellent. I'm excited for these games, especially the Virtus.pro one later. I'm just excited to see Yakinda in action again. I've been tantalized by his skill it's so far in recent tournaments. But yeah, definitely looking forward to both the games.
Yeah, definitely going to be looking for Yakinda there in the second matchup. But for now, we are here. A full Danish roster versus a full Russian roster. None of that nationality mixing there. Just pure national teams going head-to-head. And, well, looking at these two, this is starting to look excellent. I mean, Christo obviously here on loan from North. Going to be very impactful for the AGF side. And what about Espada? Are you looking at anyone in particular there?
Dexter, always Dexter. He is such an animal. Like, he just continues to put up the numbers needed every single day of every single game. It feels like maybe sometimes he has a bit of like an off map in a series. Usually that's the opponent's map pick. Usually that's not a very AWP centric map. He always turns up to play with that AWP.
He really does, and I can't really place his play style, but it does seem to be like more of an aggressive, flashy opera kind of style that really is very nice to watch, and I am looking forward to seeing how he can perform here. Obviously, AGF here ranked 44th in the world, while Espada is on the number 33. Relatively close, all things considered. The HLTV rankings kind of all melt together once you get past the top 20, in my opinion, certainly past the top 30. And yeah, we'll be seeing how these two go here. the odds going to be favoring Espada by quite a big margin, actually.
I agree with them. I think Espada can probably take this one, possibly in 2 maps, if not in 3. It's interesting as well because actually not long ago, about 4 days ago, these 2 teams actually faced off against each other in this very same tournament, and it was Espada who came out on top 2-0. But don't let that deceive you too much because both the maps were very close. Espada's pick of Overpass, I believe it was, went 16-13 in Espada's favour, and Inferno, which was the AGF pick, went to overtime before Espada could claim its 19-17. So, I mean, obviously Espada looking like the stronger team, but it's not going to be a clean-cut 2-0 if Espada do take it that way. It could still be the 3 maps.
Well, I got some good news for you. 2 of those maps, both of them that you just mentioned, are going to be in this best of 3 as well. We'll be going first into Overpass, Espada's pick. AGF's pick of Train will be coming up next, and finishing it all off on Inferno. We'll be seeing the graphic for that shortly, I'm sure. But yeah, just if you're just going by HLTV percentages and win rates, AGF looking like they have this one in the bag, like having quite a lead there on Train and Inferno. But the eye test would certainly suggest that Espada should be taking this one.
Yeah, Espada are the better side, I feel like. So they can sort of deceive those odds a little bit in the sort of individual maps. So you have the star power that can bring you those rounds to sort of bridge the gap that you may not have in sort of a tactical depth. And it's interesting to see, actually, obviously, Inferno switching from the AGF map pick to a decider. That's going to be very, very interesting because, like, I feel like that's going to be a hell of a game if it gets there.
For sure, and name a more iconic duo, Inferno and Decider maps. That's just feels like it's always the very last map that no team really wants to ban, and no team really wants to pick as some certain other ones may be their specialty. But Inferno, kind of an even ground for all teams, all things considered, even more so than Dust 2, which is just a shooting gallery, really. But yeah, looking at who these teams actually beat in order to get here into the playoffs. AGF have beaten Secret Havu and Ago, but lost to Espada, as you previously mentioned, and Virtus.pro, whereas Espada have beaten AGF, as previously mentioned, Apex, Hellraisers, and lost to Namiga. So that's about the recent form in terms of this current tournament is concerned, at least. And yeah, we will be getting into this one quite shortly.
Yeah, and you mentioned obviously like AGF losing to Virtus.pro and Espada losing to Namiga. Those were the 2 finalists for IM New York, the CIS division. So, I mean, they are definitely no slouches and no shame in losing to those 2 teams. It's they are a very high caliber, but obviously we'll focus our attention to the game ahead of us because it is going to be Overpass and it is going to be, I believe, a knife round to dictate sides.
Usually is. We'll be going into this one fairly soon. I can already hear the chat ticking away. As Overpass, I don't even know if we mentioned this, but I mean, you guys saw it on the graphic. Espada with an 80%, well, 79% win rate on it, while AGF, they're all the way down there in 29. Even playing it a lot less, and looking at AGF's recent records on it, they beat Mustang Crew and Heroic, but lost to Espada, Galaxy Racer, Virtus.pro, Secret, and North. A lot of those teams pretty good, all things considered. Maybe Galaxy Racers not so much, but the rest of them quite formidable opposition, especially on this map right here. And as you said, we will be going here into the 9th round, getting it done nice and fast, no running around, tomfoolery going around. It is going to be Espada who's going to be picking it up and probably taking the CT side as well.
Yeah, I mean, there is a slight bias towards the T side and Overpass, I feel like, nowadays, but generally it doesn't matter. Generally, you do just tend to start that CT side. You can sort of warm into the game a little bit more. But and if you're able to sort of dictate the pace early on for the AGF side, rather than let them dictate it towards you, you can really start to rack up rounds on that CT side. So we'll see how Espada chooses to play this. As we do get ourselves towards the pistol.
Yeah, it will be 0 kits, 0 utility for the Espada side, just USPs and raw aim, while AGF seem to have gone for a different approach. 2 smokes, 4 flashes on 2 of the players. Going to be executing somewhere. No raid boss builds going on here, and a bit of a weirder start here, Espada, going and committing a lot of people toward A, whereas usually B is usually the place where you stack, right? And this take here from AGF, well, it's just going to be completely completely effortless, but the flank from Espada will be looking very dangerous shortly, so let's see how this all plays out. The bomb has gone down, and, well, the T's, they've spotted some players here at Monster, but there's a shooting gallery waiting for them if they want to peek into it, and that's not going to be going their way at all. The bomb planted in the open with only 2 terrorists remaining, both in the CT side. Sotvik can just sort of hold them back, and Dexter even coming in on the flag. This is a great play here from Espada, honestly. Like, AGF, just no chance in this whole round. They got the bomb site for free, but the retake was fierce.
That is the power of that, what they run there. They take early connector control and are able just to wrap so quickly into those AGF plays before they're able to set themselves up for defense. And you see those 2 plays at the end, they're just like, they both have to just sort of tuck in towards his position, and they're just getting picked apart as they don't have control of the site, AGF, really. Like, they get the site, but they don't have control of it. They're not able to set themselves up and not able to deny those entry points, because once Espada are already pushing through that monster tunnel, finding frags there, you've lost control of that position, you've lost control of that entry point in towards a site, and then it all falls apart. But for Espada, they're not going to take any chances here. They're going for the 5 rifles on this anti-eco, and it is just unarmored deagles, so it should be pretty simple for Espada to deal with, although Christu does find one with a deagle. He will get quickly traded out by Finnegan, and now it's all up towards Netric, who will follow a similar fate. And Espada, they clean it up pretty quickly. The reason they get those rifles in is because AGF, with that bomb plant, they can go for a full buy in the next round.
Yeah, absolutely.
So,
and that's the sort of game that you play, right? The CTs, we see it so often that once the Ts plant and are able to buy here on the 3rd round, you usually see them having better weapons than the CT side. So the CTs, well, they started adapting to this in this kind of way, where you just buy rifles. It doesn't matter that they're not that good against unarmored players compared to SMGs, but it does actually guarantee you the round afterwards that you will at least have a competitive buy with the enemy team. So here in the 3rd round here, already seeing a full buy versus full buy situation. A little bit of lacking in utility, as one would expect, with the T's spending all that money on those Kalashnikovs. We'll be seeing here on B Short's Tomb going down with nothing to his name. Just the rest of the T's here waiting to execute on the A bomb site, managing to pick one up in connector, and will be executing on A shortly.
Spotted Sotvik. He definitely was. Netric, wise to his games, but he's not wise to Dima pushing forward, and neither is Dima. We get caught out by Christu, and Finnegan's nade. That is huge. Denies the plant. 55 seconds on the clock. Not as if it's going to be winning the round straight out, but at least looking out in a 1 versus 1. And Finnegan is positioned over towards the bank, and Lucky spots the head of Finnegan. Can't quite find the shots. That Molotov is good. It forces him wide and into his crosshair. He just about gets it drawn as Finnegan wins out a 3rd for Espada. The gun's out, and Espada will just about close it out.
And AGF not planting the bomb in this one obviously will be hurt economically because of it. Their loss bonus not going to be guaranteeing them a buy, at least with Kalashnikovs. They're going to have to go for, just some pistols. Not really as many deagles as you would expect. So it's looking like it's going to be a bit of a rush toward A somewhere. Let's see if these terrorists actually stick together. Looks like 4 of them make it. Will be going down connector and all the way up it. But Patsy, he's already smoked this off. He's already spraying into the smoke. Manages to find 2 and takes out the USP for the next one, but that's not going to be doing it. Don't worry about it though. There's backup right next to him. AGF have gotten 1 kill so far, make that 2, and I think they're going to be at least a little bit happy that they got, you know, at least some economy damage to make sure the CTs don't run away with their money quite as fast.
Yeah, I mean, perfect world, AGF would find another kill here, and that would really hurt the Espada economy going forwards, because with only 1 player surviving in the round prior, I don't have really anything left. It's only Dexter who has much cash. So Espada really want to keep these last 3 guns alive. But because that'll allow them a full buy-in going into the next round and give them as much chance as possible. But Frostlev, he is going to be trying to save the sake, and I think he may look for maybe a bit of damage here. If he could find another kill, as I say, that would be massive. Would really it would leave someone maybe like a FAMAS or an MP9 on that Espada side, rather than a full rifle as he tries to take the peek, tries to find a shot. He has laid down a few bullets, and he will get peeked by a couple players. So that will be Dexter, 3k in the round, closing it down, and it's this Espada to a 4th, and we will see them getting a pretty decent buy-up now. I think Dexter will even get an AWP with that spare cash.
Hopefully will. T side probably not going to be having enough money unless they go glass cannon. No, actually Cristo's on 6k. They can make it work. I think an AWP could be in the cards here. We'll be seeing, though, after this pause. It looks like they're going to be trying to decide how to divvy up this money and what kind of an execute to do. What they really want to be going for. Already giving away 1 chance to get around. They're not going to be looking to give away many more. So there you go. Cristo gets the AWP, and that bodes well for this round. Hopefully Dexter and him will have a nice little duel. Always love to see those AWP matchups.
Yeah, certainly. They're both super powerful, so I expect them to be trading kills quite a lot. As and Dexter, we'll see where he decides to go with that weapon. Looks like it will be towards the party for an early fight, as he did have a very good spawn for it, to be fair, so he can get himself set up pretty quick here. Does have Patsy for a bit of support nearby, who's going to make his way out towards long, but no initial frags found.
Yeah, just 1 player toward that playground area. The rest of the T's, they've decided to go for a little bit more of a B presence connector as well. Going to be getting them some nice map control, though the CTs will be aware that the toilets are free, long is free, smells like a B take, and they'll be committing an extra player toward the B site shortly, I am guessing. But the CTs, well, they're not in a hurry right now. They have utility to keep the T's back, and AGF aren't really going for an execute currently. We'll still be setting things up as Frostlev comes here. That monster still has a smoke, and we'll be throwing it in the middle of sight presumably, but Finnegan delays things even further. That smoke is going to burn another 20 seconds off the clock, and we'll be seeing what happens when the actual execute commences. Patsy has pushed out long, so now he has deep control. I was wondering if he was going to be going toward Birthday, where he can also kill the rotators should they come out of connector from the unexpected Zipnik's angle. Not going to be happening, however, as the B-side take is surely on its way now.
Another Molotov, though, from the Espada just holds things back. That Molotov action from AGF will force the player out of position. Demon's got a lot of work to do here, but that flashbang is excellent for the first. Dexter with the AWP, posts up for another, and this B-site hold is looking pretty good. The trading kills, it's a 2-on-2 until Dexter takes down 2, and that's the support for the bomb gone. Patsy gets the final kill, and Espada do what they need to do there. It's not the cleanest of defenses, but they get these frags. AGF are stuck in an endless trade loop where they're just constantly trying to find the frags in return, and Espada just keep answering back and back and back, and eventually it comes down to 2 players surviving for Espada as they clean up those last 2 from AGF.
A Mac 10 on Frostlev in this round, unexpected. Usually you would just go for a bit of a deagle to snipe at players playing far away with a well-placed headshot, but apparently just running up to them with a Mac 10 should work as well. AGF, they have taken B short control, and the CTs, they're fast on the rotate here, as AGF, well, they'll be looking to boost someone over, maybe get an opening kill, but look at Espada, they are actually ready for it. The player playing in water, he's just looking for the heads that are about to peek over. As it appears, those plans have not actually come to fruition, and Vandurka managing to... Wait, what was that name? I was just... of course. Anyway, he gets a kill into Connector after a boost of their own, so the T-boost not even going to be coming in, as the bomb has rotated toward A short, and it looks like A is in the cards now.
Certainly does. I mean, AGF, they're just probing, trying to find an opening, and, well, being shut down by Dima towards the B site does deter them from that angle for a moment, but they can't really find anything towards A either, and they decide, you know what, B's probably the easier option out of the two, and they'll probably be right. With just 2 players here for the moment, it is a least defended site, and it's a site where they can get in those close angles quickly and start to cause a bit of mayhem, especially with the MAC-10 as that smoke comes through. Chris2, how's he found that shot? Finnegan and Sophic, they all answer him back, and in the end, it's just Tomb who will get another kill on towards Finnegan, but last alive, 1v3, Espada close it down, and it is a 6 for the Russian side. I mean, look, a couple kills found though is fair enough, I guess. That's the opening shot from Christo. I don't even know how he saw. He didn't see him.
Nope. Don't even need to see your enemies. Can just sort of hit bullets in random directions and manage to find like the 2 pixels that happen to be ahead. Just brilliant stuff coming in here. I mean, pot shots always good to go for when you're not doing anything else. And the double Molotov coming in here, going to be extinguished. I think one of them actually failed, planning to go into the more playground area. But T's, they will be taking their playground control, but it's no fun in games as Patsy manages to find Christo. And now AGF again, a player down in these full-buy rounds. None of these going their way so far. They will be looking to pick this one up if they possibly can, but already losing the player advantage doesn't bode well for them. That trick gonna be entrying off the back of a flash in front of a smoke, perhaps unexpected, but the CTs were ready for him. As the execute continues, barrels mollied off, and now Netric has to go for a wide swing, but that nade just kind of deletes him from the server before he can do anything. And AGF, well, that's their first kill in this round. 4 remaining, won't be managing to find anything there. And Espada take a 7th. It's 7-0.
Alexa, play Despacito. Because this one is very, very sad for AGF so far. I mean, I know there's still time for AGF to pull it back to a reasonable scoreline, but right now, doesn't look like they will. That last round was so clean for Espada. However, okay, fair enough. An AK perch just open a few deagles around it. I've been able to find an opening couple kills, and Christo's got himself the AWP as well, so now there's a lot of chance actually, and Christo, oh, he spots that player bunny hopping towards long. He'll call that out to his teammates, and Patsy, he's going to have himself a reckoning coming, I feel like. He needs to nail these frags, he needs to try and bring his team back into things, but Metric is holding the angle, and it's actually Lucky who finds the shot, as AGF may just actually get a win here with a single AK and some deagles, but Christo taken down. That's at least something for Espada here. A 2v4. A few of these players low as well on the AGF side. These rifles could still close this round down. It's not over yet for the AGF side.
Very much not. They are still at a bit of a disadvantage in terms of HP, but with only 2 CT players remaining, this may not actually be a problem, as they are both behind smokes, one in bank and one on stairs. We've all seen this situation before. No real entries to be had here, as they're not even going to be boosting over the broken wall or anything, knowing that that would spell disaster, and basically just maximum 1 entry, if they're even lucky enough. And they just decide, you know what? time to save these guns, give them the first round. AGF going to be taking us into 7-1 as Espada. They've given up the first buy round of this half. Hopefully AGF can string together a few more, but it's not been looking confidence-inspiring so far. They've won this one because they got the entries, and off the back of that just won the round, but I don't know. We'll see how it goes. AGF really showing off that their 30% win rate on this map may be justified given the performance so far.
Alexa, play celebration music. AGF, they've won their first, but I was about to say, I feel like that's the first round that AGF have had an entry kill in. I was just going to check on HLTV quickly on the match logs to check, but yeah, they do it for us there, LOOT.BET, and it was Tomb. I thought it was actually Christy who found the opening kill, I'll be honest, but I guess it's Tomb. And Dexter.
Okay, it wasn't completely blind as the kill feed would have you suggest, but have you think rather, but gets a double kill, a Kalat actually on middle. That was actually insane, and well, AGF getting a taste of their own medicine. They had 2 entries there in the previous round. This is how it feels when the other team gets the 2 entries. Espada just whittling their numbers down to only 2 now, as they will be stuck in a 2v5. Very little chance of actually doing anything. And Dima here, well, they did manage to isolate the 1v1, but a flash comes in to help him out, and Dima finds the kill. Only Lucky here in connector remaining. Not going to be doing much other than getting some consolidation kills, but hey, this Espada economy, despite winning 7 rounds like this, hasn't actually blown itself out of proportion just yet, and it's because of kills like this, right? Lucky managing to find 2. 1 more would be excellent, especially onto Dexter, who probably should be relieved of his AWP, as it does seem to be quite dangerous, but that's not going to be happening. Dima finds Lucky, and an 8-1 scoreline here. AGF are going to be counting their lucky stars that this isn't the old economy. They would have been reset right now, and that would have been spelled disaster for the rest of the half.
It wouldn't have been too bad because they did win off the back of a min buy, where they had about 2k on each play going into the round, so it wouldn't be the end of the world, but certainly it does help them out here. And I mean, Espada, they do secure the rebuttal almost instantly, and AGF, that's got to sting. That's got to sting a lot, because right now Espada look like the better side. Yeah, AGF are finding these kills, but a lot of them are coming at the end of the round when the conclusion is already made.
Better that than nothing, I suppose. The entry going the way of AGF in this round. Weirdly enough, Finnegan couldn't find the T player just pushing through a smoke unassisted by any kind of flash. That is sort of a gimme kill in most situations. But they do let the advantage go the way of the AGF side, and thankfully don't push the rest of B short. It would have been a complete crossfire as they opt for the boost instead. Dima managing to find Netric over the wall. They've evened up the score, but the T's still do hold an advantage as they get to decide where the aggression continues, and that advantage will surely be taken. The bomb is committed toward B, but the players seem to suggest that A is in the cards. Maybe a fake of some kind. Some entries to get the T's to rotate toward the A-bomb site. Could be good. We'll see what happens.
And Christu is just Cyclops moding his way in towards the B site here, looking for a frag, and he might be gifted one onto Dima. The CT's not expecting that play, and the smoke covering off the angle means that Christy was allowed to push forward, and I think he just spotted out the head. He actually tags down Sophic as well. Patsy's had to rotate over for support, and that's left this A site very undefended. All 3 players down towards B. Now they're going to rotate up to A and realise, well, T's are already here. Lucky, he's able to snap himself to an AGF are fighting back into this game. It's just Sophic alone in a 1 versus 4. And he's just going to save this weapon, because look at the Espada economy. There's not really much of it, and that's what you were talking about before with those kills that they've been finding that constantly keep Espada from building up a strong economy. They will have decent cash with this AK saved to get a full buy through. will be...
Yeah, just no chance of getting found out here. The T's staying pretty far away, as we do get a second round on the board here for the AGF side, and they'll be looking to pick up a few more here on the T side. How many do you think they have to reach, given that we don't expect them to overperform on their CT side as well?
Probably, I don't know, 6 or 7 rounds would be the minimum for AGF here, I think, on this T side, to give themselves a chance going in towards the second half. Towards their own CT half, probably. I think that's a reasonable request for AGF.
Well, in this round, certainly it is. They will probably be winning it, as Espada do go for a bit of a save here. Satvik, obviously, on the gun that he saved from the previous round. He does even take it, as he is the only player with armor. You can't just drop that.
I actually like this from Espada. I was expecting to go for the force buy, but they decide to take things easy, decide to take things very carefully. And Satvik, I mean, if he'd actually stayed up there a bit longer, he would have had himself a kill on towards that player who was starting to creep forward. But how unjust is CSGO? Well, it swings both ways.
She's a cruel mistress.
Certainly is.
One day you get a spray down in the back from, like, you know, a triple spray down by flanking the enemy team. The other day you're pushing them and just none of the bullets connect and you die. As Tomb does just that. They're on the B short area. But not going to be mattering, as A is being massaged right now with some utility going their way. Just trying to see if the CTs are going to be throwing some Molotovs to stop them. Not going to be happening though. That is not part of their arsenal currently, as the A side take is on its way. The CTs rotated in pretty big numbers here, as Finnegan will be playing it up close and does manage to find a kill for himself, and that's a lot of T's already going down. The bomb having not gone down either. Crystal managing to find 2, but that's just not going to be enough. Espada just catching them off guard with that A stack. It was expected from the AGF side, and still the kills go their way.
Well, I mean, AGF did similar to Espada before. I guess it's only fair that Espada do the same here.
I think Espada was even worse in that regard, you know, using USPs and such. That was just unreal.
Yeah, I mean, obviously Patsy had been able to recover an AK as well off the back of that opening kill from Satvik, but for AGF, that one's going to sting a lot, as now the best they can hope to achieve in this first half is going to be 6, and that's if they win all of these next 4 rounds out, all in a row, and Netric is currently at 0.2 KD. That's not one. Look, he's dead, so is Frostlev. I feel like a few more kills going to be coming through here for Espada shortly, as his B-site take has been utterly dismantled. Like, that is brutal.
Yeah.
Chris 2, the last player alive. A 1 versus 5. And I mean, he has an AK in his hands, he has a Molotov to work with, but right now doesn't really have any options. Satvik is low, that's the best thing that's going in his favour right now, but a nice kill onto Patsy. There's one. Find anything else, almost catches out a second player, but Dima is up close and Dima will secure the frag. And it is going to be double digits for Espada, and that beast height just sort of flopped.
Yeah.
Oh.
Like, you can't even blame Netric fully for being that low on KD, because, like, what was his role in this round? Throw the flash so that the guys entering B can get a kill. They get 0 kills, just both falling down and then leaving Netric with, you know, 2 players down on his team and Espada with no numbers diminished.
Yeah.
It's just one of those, right?
I wasn't meant to just be pointing out in terms of Netric, I was just sort of pointing out in terms of the entire game. That's how things are going for them right now. It feels like they're just not able to find many kills here. And, I mean, they're finding a couple in each of these rounds that even when they're losing, I mean, only 1 in the last round, but yeah, that's just not enough. Satvik gets the opening kill. You can see just how confident Espada are. Patsy just stood in the open, taking fights, and now realises that may not be the best idea. Allows Dexter to peek round the corner with the AWP to find himself a couple, and that does just secure a round. Lucky the last player alive, and Patsy will finish it off, and it's 11-2 now. This is outrageous.
Yeah, AGF's spicing it up a little bit by going fast long in this one. Not really going to be working out as, well, the pistol's not managing to do much on the long ranges. Hopefully they can bring some of that aggression into this one, though. I mean, they have been playing quite aggressively, losing like the player advantage early on, and then just spending the final minute of the match looking for exit frags. And to their credit, that part's been going well. But Espada, well, it hasn't been going so well recently, it appears, because their economy is kind of blooming right now. Not that it needs to be, because there's only 2 more rounds here, and finally an entry coming in from Frostlev, giving them the early advantage. Let's see if they can actually capitalize on this one. Christu up close with the AWP on short, maybe going to be finding one more.
Christu. He does have that AWP, of course, but the opening kill already found. Frostlev will get traded out by Dexter. It's a little bit slow, the trade, but it's still there, and AGF, they're still holding on to the last straws of life in this half as Christu will take down Dima towards the B side. That's a nice shot to find an opening, and with just under a minute on the clock, they've still got time to work with Finnegan trying to set himself up for this defense. That nade does a little bit to Christu. It tags him down to a point where the M4s, they can find a single headshot to finish him off, and oh, Christu, that is quick. Sotfik tried to take the push and will just get punished for it as the Espada side were trying to find an evening kill. Instead, all they've found is another death. An even bigger deficit to try and overcome here. They may just try and go... Oh, I was going to say to go for the save, but there's really no point in this round. They may as well go for it. They'll have the cash for the full by next round. And there's only 1 round left to play for, so they may as well go for this as it's Finnegan and Dexter, who aren't even in position towards this B side. They've got to rotate over now and try and retake this 2v4. But if there's anybody I'd put money on to work a 2v4, what was that smoke?
I was gonna say, like, that just goes off the map, maybe scaring some pigeons away, but that's about the only thing it's gonna be doing in this round. I think he was trying to re-smoke Heaven, obviously, bouncing it off of those, but he needs to hit the offline servers a little bit more, trying to get those impromptu smokes to work. As some impromptu kills do come in there toward the end, but nothing actually dangerous for AGF. They do pick up a 3rd round, and Espada, well, they'll be having a full buy in this one. Hopefully for them, picking one more up just so they don't give AGF any chance to do a comeback there on the CT side. Oh, Dexter, the KD, my boy. My boy, 17 kills, 103 ADR, only 1 entry kill mind, but the rest of his team has surely been compensating for that as, well, he seems to be the MVP on the server for now.
Yeah, he's 17 kills, 6 deaths. Fair play. I mean, there's not really much you can complain about that. We'll see if he can find a few more shots here as it's a very aggressive long take. He does have the outpost up in toilets and does pick off 1 cleanly. Will allow them in towards the A site, that's for sure. As it's going to be Espada happy to go for a 5-on-4 retake here, I feel like. They have the advantage. Pat Steamer's even going to have a little bit of a peek in, gets 1 and a bit of damage, but taken down by Lucky. They need to be careful, Espada, they don't give up too much here. The bomb will get planted. Passy's been found around the edge of the smoke by Tomb, but Dexter wielding a deagle can only find 1, and it's now Lucky and Christu. They're playing on short side. Christu with that AWP is on the wrong side to try and defend that bomb. As Sotfik's going to be coming in from short, he might be able to pick up Christu here, but he's found Lucky on the side, and that'll enable his teammate to push forward. And Sotfik spots out where Christu's playing from, gets that very tight angle, and Espada, they'll find a 12th at the end of the half here. They managed a 5-on-4, and they will give themselves a huge lead going into the second half. I mean, this is pretty much over for AGF in this map, I feel like, and if Espada keep playing like this, I'm worried for Train as well, because I know AGF are strong on Train, but Espada just looks so clean.
They really do, but we need to remember that they haven't really played Train that much in the past 3 months, only 5 times, going their way 60% of the time, so that's maybe a little bit misleading. I do expect AGF to be picking up Train, but yeah, Overpass looking really grim here. Only Christu really performing Hill, not even a 1 KD for him though. As 12 frags, well, while they were nice and they were high impact, they were entries as a matter of fact, a lot of them. on that B bomb site, especially when he got behind that sandbags area. But yeah, we'll be seeing what they can do here on the defense as Espada. They'll be buying up armor, except for Satvik, who will be getting a smoke and a flash of his own. So that's going to be something that's going to be useful for a take that they will be going for.
He also drops the P250 for Dexter as well.
Ooh, good spot there. I was wondering why he was on 0 money with such low util. The icons for the guns ever so slightly different. But there is that little groove at the top of the P250 that distinguishes it from the P2K.
Yeah.
Okay. Large presence here in connector from the AGF side. Also the door open, so that's the entire team here. The firing squad just trying to find Patsy, and that they will do. But he's going to be giving his team the information that that's where the CTs currently are, as Dima also tries to get here out of the B-bomb site, out of Monster. Doesn't manage to pick anyone up, and this is spelling disaster for Espada and the pistol. They're already 2 men down. They will be getting the bomb down for sure, but the CTs, well, they can retake. They don't have any kits, but with this kind of a man advantage, maybe they won't need it. Maybe the time will be enough. 40 seconds for the bomb to tick down. As we'll be seeing this aggression here coming in the bank, but Satvik from the back manages to pick them up, and it's only Chris2 left in a 1v2 situation here. Dexter on low HP, but Chris2 doesn't have a kit, so he has to actually find the kills. There's no chance he can actually stick the bomb and get it defused in time. Manages to find the low HP player in Dexter, and the second engagement will actually be going his way as well. But will he have enough time? Oh no, that's... well, if he didn't pull away from it immediately, maybe just give it some more chance, you know? Man, Chris2. Oh.
There was a kit somewhere as well down in the bank, because AGF, they had a kit, didn't they, going in towards that round? I'm sure they did.
No, I don't think they did, man. Look now. None of them have kits. They all had armor.
Oh.
It was a cluster from beginning to end, and I think he actually tapped the bomb with 10 seconds remaining on the bomb. I think he could have had it. This guy is going to be vacationing in Spain, but without the S. As we do go into this round, the CT's on the back foot economically, but maybe getting something done. We'll see. Already getting the initial kill, thankfully for them.
Yeah, Espada just won a 3v5 pistol, by the way. Like...
Yeah, we do. We do get sort of lose track of those things sometimes. It's a good reminder. Just you know, anything can happen in a pistol round. All it takes is one bullet to kill someone, and everyone's in that situation.
But Espada, they've been able to even things up. Patsy with the kill from the Galil does leave it in a 4-on-4 tomb close range here with a Deagle. Was watching the angle, but actually moves to look towards long instead, and Patsy's going to be pushing forward. Tomb's going to be working backwards, and they're just going to elude each other as Tomb will fall back towards the site. Giving up a lot of control towards Espada here as they work their way closer and closer towards this A bomb site, but Patsy just being very thorough, clearing out all of the angles towards long, making sure there's no sneaky devils waiting for them. As Tomb's on a bit of a jump spot, will be calling it out to his team. As you can see, they start their rotations now, and as utility comes through, they do speed up a bit further. Dima with the Galil from long, looking to try and push forward, but Tomb is still the only defender inside of the site, but he's putting up a stalwart defense, putting down one player. No more. Electric inside the smoke, hoping to get someone with the scout. Not going to find anything right yet, and Lucky on the flank is going to be taken down by Dexter. He can't find the kills, and I think Frostlev and Netric, this might be a bridge too far for them. This SMG, the scout, no armor for Netric either with the scout, makes things even more difficult.
Still going to be trying to find something, but I think now is the time when they finally decide enough is enough. Time to get away from this impending explosion, as the upper part of the overpass here in Berlin, Germany will be going down. That truck is holding like nuclear waste or something. I never really looked at what it is inside that truck that we're all blowing up, but Definitely not going to be a great thing to happen in downtown Berlin. No one's going to be loving life after that one.
No, I mean, if the aim's to get rid of the bridge, I mean, they're planting it a bit too far away, I feel like.
What do you? No. They're not trying to get rid of the bridge. It's like they're trying to blow up the truck or collapse the bridge so that the truck collapses itself. That is the objective here.
Or maybe they're just blowing up those boxes.
Perhaps. We're always blowing up boxes in CS.
Yeah.
It is what we live and die for. Box must die, box must live, depending on which site you are. The entry kill will be going the way of AGF, just narrowly. Sotvic there on 2 HP. Manages to get away with this one. Dima on the off angle, managing to get 1 kill for himself, but Tomb was there for the refrag. Great stuff from him, though Espada will be having a man advantage going into this one. Just going to be going toward that B bomb site. Bomb picked up in T-spawn, but Dexter also making his presence known here on long. He is going to be getting a kill shortly as the CT rotates, so surely will be coming in. But look at them. They're all the way in like B short and connector. They know the bomb is down in tunnels, so the rotate's not even going to happen, and now it's a 2v1 with Finnegan and Dexter going to be retaking the bomb very late, and Tomb, well, he's going to have to get a 2v1 here, and he knows there's 2 directions they can come from, but he's also scared of the behind, and that's not going to be a dangerous place for the moment. 30 seconds for the T's to pick up the bomb and plant it. So I suspect Doom will be going down before that even happens, and there he goes. Finnegan managing to find the kill. Another round for the Espada side. Map point, isn't it?
It is indeed map point. Very bleak map here from AGF. They've been utterly dismantled by Espada. The few rounds they have been able to collect have been flashes in the pan, and it's Espada who have been just looking on form the entire game. I mean, the kills for AGF in that first half, they were coming through for quite a while, keeping the Espada economy low, but once they broke it, they couldn't capitalize on it, and Espada, obviously, that pistol, the USPs in a single AK, able to collect a round and make life very, very sad for AGF indeed.
Be seeing how that connector saga continues as the B push. Well, it tried to go in, but it just can't happen as the CTs, they do have connector control. Magic to find a player there, and now it's just Finnegan in a 1v4. Well, he can't get anything done here. This is map point, but not going to be going their way for this round, as actually Finnegan has managed to get 2 kills. Bomb on his back is running away toward the T-spawn. And now Frostlev and Chris 2, I think they're going to be conceding the bomb plant, just going to be sticking together and gambling on a single bomb site or a single position here. As Finnegan, looking to do some big brain plays, may actually go back toward B, but after finding that initial kill, he doesn't want his position to be that predictable, knowing that Frostlev is not far behind, going to be looking for the refrag. And as that utility is going to be heard, maybe it will force him to push somewhere else, but it was all a ruse. Finnegan, he's going back toward B. I wonder if Frostlev is going to rotate.
I'm not sure Frostlev knows what to do here. He's going to hear these footsteps though, and now he definitely knows what to do. Just post upon this angle, hit 1 bullet on towards Finnegan, and he's won the round, and that's exactly what happens. 4 on the board for AGF side, and finally, a CT round goes their way.
Also, a Dane in the chat has informed us that Tomb should be just called TMB. I'm not sure who to believe anymore.
Get him out!
Banned! Please, no. It's just ban the people that are spoiling in the chat. Those guys are butts.
Well, I'll have a go at TMB. I'll try and convert myself to the TMB gang. Although it's a lot harder to say than Tomb. But TMB, he has himself an M4. TMB also has a Molotov. TMB also has a smoke. TMB has a HE, and TMB has a flashbang. And don't also forget about TMB having a kit and some armor.
Very important stuff here coming in from TMB. as Sodvik pushes toward the toilet connector, managing to find Chris too, and that's going to be an opening frag for the AGF side. I mean, for the Espada side. So, at point, AGF, they're starting to sweat a little bit. Gonna have to go for some aggressive pushes, and that flash is actually not even gonna connect, as Patsy does find the kill. Well, it did connect technically on the kill feed, but it didn't impair him much. And now it's a 5v3 there, Dan. I think they got it in this round. They surely will be executing onto the A-bomb site, and AGF, well, they're gonna be retaking, but look at those two players on B still there, thinking they can save into the next map. Not gonna be happening, boys, as they all will just be retaking from the most predictable bank and stairs area, the back also being held, so no chance of going there either, as I think we're just counting down the seconds until this map is over at this juncture. Dexter already with a kill, gonna be padding his stats just that little bit more, but yeah, lucky. He's gonna be trying to do something from the bank area. Manages to find the first, can't get anything else done. Espada win this one, 16-4. Going like pretty expectedly in my opinion, but we'll see what happens on the next map, Train. Any last thoughts, Dan?
That was a lot more one-sided than I expected, but it is still Espada picking it up, and yeah, I think they'll probably take Train as well here, Espada.
Well, we'll see if they can succeed. See you boys after the break.
Nice shot. Lock and load.
Wow, very good. Let me show you how it is done. Yeah, no. Woo, damn! That was one of the best pickle fights I've been to.
Over your skin, you can see it beat, intoxicating your energy. First time in so long, you felt the heat, evaporating your bindings. Move like the sunlight, darkness can't hold you here. Bold and bright, push through the atmosphere. This is your dawn, this is your break. Move like the, move like the, move like the sunlight, darkness can't hold you here. Bold and bright, push through the atmosphere. This is your dawn, this is your break. Move like the, move like the. I know the sadness that cripples you. It comes in waves and out of the blue. But there are days you feel freedom too. Bask in the glorious lightning. Move like the sunlight, darkness can't hold you here. Bold and bright, push through the atmosphere. This is your dawn, this is your break. Move like the, move like the, move like the sunlight, darkness can't hold you here. Bold and bright, push through the atmosphere. This is your dawn, this is your break. Move like the, move like the. Move like the, move like the. Move like the, move like the. Radiate, radiate, radiate. Gravitate, gravitate, gravitate. Innovate, innovate, innovate. Move like the sunlight.
silhouette. I'm getting stronger, step by step. The clock is ticking, but there's no time for regrets. I've been flying from town to town, from London to Taiwan. I've been all around the globe, trying to protect your soul. We are heroes tonight. We will fly above the sky. We are heroes tonight. Yeah. We are heroes tonight. We will fly above the sky. We are heroes tonight. Feel like a dynamite, ready to explode right up in the sky. I need you to listen, I need you to hear, and don't show any fear. I've been flying from town to town, from London to Taiwan. I've been all around the globe, trying to protect your soul. We are heroes tonight. We will fly above the sky. We are heroes tonight. Yeah. We are heroes tonight. We will fly above the sky. We are heroes tonight. Town to town, from London to Taiwan. I've been all around the globe, trying to protect your soul.
Nice shot. Lock and load.
Wow, very good. Let me show you how it is done. Yeah, no. Woo, damn! That was one of the best tickle fights I've been to.
And we're back, ladies and gentlemen, in this best of 3 between AGF and Espada. This is, of course, the playoffs, so the team that wins will be going on, whereas the team that loses will be going home. I am Sermon, and joining me, as he always is Dan Chan. Let's get into this knife round here, Dan.
Yeah, I mean, obviously Train, a very, well, I say very, pretty CT-sided map. So definitely starting on the CT side is the sort of better option of the choices, but for the AGF side, it looks like they will be able to perhaps win the round out. Yeah, there we go. They just sort of sandwich him and start stabbing into the last player there. It does secure them the knife round, and I assume they'll probably pick CT side here, unless they want him to be a little bit adventurous and maybe start T side, which I doubt is really what they want here.
Yeah, AGF not really giving us a good show on the previous map, obviously losing Overpass 4-16. Really catastrophic stuff, but they are favored to be winning this train pick here, as we do move on. Espada's...
I mean...
Yeah, look, Espada's recent record, they have lost to AGF... No, wait, Espada have won against AGF 16-10. So, yeah. Yeah.
and yeah, with the way Espada's currently playing, Dexter has been absolutely insane. This is a very up-heavy map, so things could very quickly get out of control, especially if Espada win the pistol, which it looks like it may be on course to do here. With a couple of kills from Dima. Now switching over to the P2K, hoping to find more. Dexter on a P250 has been able to eliminate Christu, and, well, it's only TMB left, and he's been able to find one, but with 3 more to find and players on both sites, he's going to have to try and do something, but it is Dexter who closes it down. Dima and Dexter split the kills between them, and Espada, they pick up the pistol round, and that's not good for AGF. If nothing else, just for the confidence of them.
Definitely. The more rounds you can stall until Dexter gets that big green gun in his hands, the better. Won't be picking up in this one, obviously, as no one has enough money for it. And we will be seeing quite a good buy coming in here from Espada. Sotvik on the UMP, as he will be prioritizing utility a little bit more over firepower. But the counter-terrorists... Well, they just have a scout on Netric, using up a lot of their money, but TMB and Christo remaining on 1k and 1.7k respectively, so still saving some money. Christo obviously wanting to pick up the AWP, so that's what's going on there. As what's going on Ivy is neither team really getting any kind of engagement, but taking pot shots nonetheless. And some utility thrown in there as well, just to put the fear of God into the CTs, as they know this Ivy take will be coming in shortly.
Dima is going to be boosting Dexter up onto the server, and Dexter, he can't quite spot out the player there who's taking a couple little jiggle peeks with the Deagle. May get another chance here if they do decide to push forward, and he does, but once again, Dexter, he can't find the shot. Lucky he's not dead or anything. Well, Dima's there to actually find the frag instead. It's Christu. Salvages the Deagle. We'll hope he can do better with it. He can avenge his teammates, but a double peek will... That's a lovely angle just to watch them both get absolutely slain. Lucky's now the last player alive, a 1 versus 5, and there's one. And that will be the only one. So Espada find 2, a nice clean second round coming through, and they'll have themselves quite a few weapons built into the next round, where they will be facing just an eco from AGF.
And look at these odds. No one really favoring AGF in this one either. Really weird stuff given their previous record on it, but I guess they're siding with you on this one. Dexter just way too online here. He did get boosted on the server in this one, but I don't think he needs any help. He's already on the server. He's taking names. We'll be going into this round where Espada will, in all likelihood, be picking it up as well. Netric does make it a little bit difficult, though, as Finnegan, well, he just changes his mind. The old Sia does come in here. as Dexter will be getting traded, and Patsy finding an entry of his own. The CT numbers getting whittled down, but look at Christu in the forward position. Has an AK in his hands and the bomb on the ground. Will be holding it, and this just got a little bit difficult for the Espada side. They do have the man advantage, but not the HP advantage. More importantly, the bomb positioning also not going to be favoring them at all. And this flank from Finnegan and Patsy may be getting it done actually. The UMP does pick up the extra money on the kill, and it's just TMB left. He's gonna have a lot to do here.
Yeah, these two players are waiting for, I think it's Dima, to try and find a bit of intel towards the actual site, but that was nicely done from Espada there. They dual peek, one player jumps out wide, the other takes the close peek, and together they do close out the third for Espada, but a little bit dicey there. I mean, obviously they'll save 2 AKs into the next round, but they're going to have to rebuy quite a bit. Dexter will get that AWP dropped over to him, and that's going to be dangerous, but double ups for AGF. They've been working towards this. They've kept enough money in their bank, and they've got the armor, they've got the kits, they've got everything they need. This is as good a buy as you could have into the 4th round for AGF.
For sure. We'll be going into this one as Netrick does make his way over here into Pop Dog. Won't be seeing any players yet. No one will be going down and up the ladder in quite that fast succession as we saw in the previous round. But TMB, however, in the meantime, has taken Brown Hall's control quite handily. A kill going his way, Crystal picking up one as well. And yeah, Espada, they're in danger here, especially since Netrick takes this forward position there in Pop Dog, really giving Patsy a bit of a spicy experience, as there's only 2 Ts left and they're both in main, and the CTs, well, they're waiting for this A-take to happen. They're just counting down the time right now. As the Ts, they do try to cross out, but Lucky finds one in transition. We'll be spotting the other one out. In this round, it's going to be over soon. AGF pick up their first round, and the economy from Espada not looking too confidence-inducing, but maybe they will be going for a buy off the back of that.
I think we should probably take a bit of a min buy here, just maybe get a few pistols up from Dima and Dexter, and then get the buy up in the next round. I think that's what you should go for here, because you'll have, well, if Finnegan hadn't bought a P250, he'd have 4,300 plus any kills and any bomb plant cash, which would be enough for a full buy. Still decent cash. We'll have about $4,000. We'll have about $4,000 coming into the next round, but that's just about enough. So Espada, see what they can do here with this with these pistols. Maybe they can just do a bit of economic damage towards AGF. That's really all this round will entail, as Frostlev does deal with Dexter early on. That's not going to be any damage from Dexter.
Yeah, he was really baited into taking the wide swing there, hearing presence in main, and then going out, wide swinging, finding there's no one there, and then just, getting picked off by Frostlev on the off angle. Really did mess with him there, as deep main control has been established, and that's a bit of an anchor position, right? Once you have a player in main, the Ts are going to have a lot of trouble taking anything, and TMB just getting Finnegan there on the very nice shot coming in there, just jumping off the train and managing to line him up perfectly, and line up, he will, that other player, as Frostlev finds Patsy in the smoke. So that's going to be a second round here for AGF, expected. Let's see what Espada can do on their bye round.
I mean, if TMB is going to be activated like this as well, there may be chance for AGF in this one, in fact. But, I mean, Espada will have themselves that full buy, as I mentioned, but obviously a couple of players not really able to get much utility. Finnegan just gets a smoke and a decoy, Patsy a smoke and a flashbang, Sophic a Molotov and a HE is initial utility used towards the A site allows Dima to go forward, but he's not checking on top of the trains, and Frostlev will rain down upon him from the heavens, metaphorically. A nice trade does give an opening, but not considering Pop Dog as a position will lead to his death, and to TMB, he's looking for the shots, and he's given his team a lot of space in the previous rounds. He's looking to do the same here, but it's Lucky and Netrick who are fighting most of the frags right now, as Netrick has got up the Pop Dog ladder. He's got himself a huge position here, and this might catch Espada out. It definitely will. This next secures the final kill, and AGF, they'll be able to tie things up 3-3, so a good start to their CT half here after conceding the pistol. Once the guns have come out, they've looked indomitable.
For sure. Espada going to be having to save yet another time, just getting a deagle on Finnegan, Sotfik, and Patsy. As this economy from the AGF side, it's looking like it's rolling out of control real quick. TMB and Christo, the AWP players right now, obviously will be able to buy another AWP in the next round for sure, as well as a full suite of utility and armor. Really going to be useful there. Like, after this gimme round is over, expect, like, if a lot of AGF players survive, expect them to be able to buy, like, twice if they lose. So this is a great start from the AGF side. Obviously, the more favored side of CT. Really going to be helpful there. But in this round, Espada, with this kind of a buy, it looks like B is the only thing that's going to be on the menu for now. Going to be committing the bomb shortly, although now it started to walk back, so I'm not sure what they're planning here. Probably Pop Dog execute a two-pronged attack onto A. But there's 3 CTs waiting for you there, and Sotfik, he's away from the action completely, just waiting for the push to happen. Ooh, staring down the gun barrel, good angle. It does bother me somewhat that the gun barrel isn't perfectly circular. It's like a bit of a octagon thing going on, but that's how you save FPS. Definitely want to keep the geometry as simple as possible, and the geometry does work out in TMB's favor there. The angle really well utilized into heaven, as he does manage to find a second nod to Dexter. Unexpected, the kind of quick movement you'd expect him to get away with it scot-free, but TMB, man, he is on a roll. Just a fourth frag right now and an ace. Why not? Let's give TMB an ace, really, to establish him as the second player that's going to be popping off here next to Christo.
Well, guns out for Espada. We'll see if they can answer back, but TMB looking so strong with that AWP already. And Espada, they've got a lot of cash to break on that AGF side. I mean, TMB 9k. Everybody's above at least 5k. So there's definitely a lot of cash. A couple buys worth of money for the AGFs if they do concede around here. That's not even considering any weapons that they save, as Texter just have to fall away, as does TMB. The Molotovs from either side dislodging the opponents, but neither side is able to find the frags, but it is still a 5-on-5. Netric is posted up in that pop-up position as is the usual, and look, he catches Patsy just creeping in towards his crosshair. Finnegan almost gets taken down as well, as that flashbang, I think, actually saves Lucky's life there. Forces him back, but a nade from Christo is going to dunk onto Finnegan. Leaves just 3 players alive for a spot on this T side. Not really what they hoped for. And again, somebody's just going to creep into the crosshair. That's the second time he's now just been able to lay damage down onto someone who can't even see him in return. As they're just partially opening up themselves, and Lucky is just absolutely nailing everybody. Sotfik,
he was trying to give him a taste of his own medicine there, right? Getting him on a tight angle where he didn't know he was exposed, but really not going to be going his way in that one. As Espada, well, they have $3,000 across the board. Really not going to be a good buy coming in here. Probably just some deagles, and yet another round going to be going Espada, like AGF's way in this one, I think. The 6th round, like, guaranteed. Let's put it that way.
yeah, definitely so. I mean, of course, this is a fairly CT-sided map, so Espada, they won't be feeling too hamstrung at the moment, but do remember that the only rounds they've picked up so far, Espada, were the pistol and the follow-up conversions. They've not won a single gun round yet. That has been AGF's domain this entire half so far, 6 in a row for them. So for Espada, they want to try and break that duck sooner rather than later, and hopefully, I'd assume they'd probably want to get to 5 or 6 rounds on this T side, I'd imagine.
We're taking this Deagle round slowly here as Patsy tries to clear out the Heaven area. Can't quite connect to TMB as he manages to secure yet another kill. Really doing work here on the CT side as the execute onto A will be happening. Netric already finding one, Frostlev with the second, but he does get traded, and now there's only Dexter remaining. Was making it look exciting a little bit, but only one kill going onto Frostlev. As Espada, well, they didn't manage to pick that round up, but hopefully they can get this one, as a full buy will be coming in. AGF's economy, whew, look at that. TMB and Christo on 13k, almost 14, and Netric on 11k as well. This is just insane.
Yeah, there is so much cash for AGF, just because the manner in which they're winning these rounds, it's not like it was on Overpass, where Espada, they were picking up all the rounds and just absolutely hammering AGF, but they were finding, like, AGF were finding kills, if not even if it's just like 2 kills in a round. That's still enough to limit the spread of economy that the Espada were getting, and Espada just haven't been able to do the same here. The AGF have been consistently keeping 4 or 5 players alive in these rounds, especially against the anti-ecos. Even the gun rounds have been pretty convincing. There's just so much cash, but with the opening kill going the way of Espada this time, Sophic does secure the kill onto TMB, a huge frag actually. Considering the scoreline that TMB is rocking right now, 12-4 for him. He's been looking strong on that AWP, so a good kill to find, but Dima will have a couple players right next to him. He's able to get the first, but his trade is there, and Sparta are going to trade themselves into an advantage, though, a 2-man advantage, in fact.
Man, Frostlev really didn't need to go for that wide peak there. I don't know why he didn't just wait for the smoke to bloom. I mean, I know he was being shot at, but that aside, Lucky does manage to find a kill here, perhaps giving them a little bit of a lifeline, as they are still a man down, and the T's, well, they will be looking to execute toward the B bomb site, and Sotvic on the back lines will be finding the first kill, and now it's just Lucky. He thinks it's still an A take given that T's positioning, but maybe that's not even going to be coming to fruition. Though those T's, they do look like they're going to be going down the ladder. Lucky, hearing the footsteps, will be securing this kill, but now he can't turn around quickly enough. 180 degrees, quite a bit of a distance to move your mouse, as, well, we will be going into this one now. Espada picking up a 4th round, and AGF, not perturbed at all, will be buying up. A double AWP setup continues.
Yeah, and actually Espada, they're going to move themselves into a double AWP setup as well. Dima to pick up a secondary AWP. No extra utility or anything for him. It's that AWP and nothing else, essentially. I mean, he has Kevlar, but no helmet. So he needs to be careful about those M4s. They can take him down in one. A lot of utility used towards main, and Dima's going to take the brunt of it. He's down to 20 HP already. That is not fun.
He's not having a good time. Double AWP setup, like, really weird on train. I mean, I suppose you can utilize them, but using that much HP doesn't really bode confidence going forward. No kills going either way, though, so we'll be seeing what they can do off the back of this. An A execute in the cards, as the bomb is still committed toward there, and looks like it's going to be a 2-prong attack, actually. They're not taking Ivy. They are kind of just sheepishly watching for a push to happen. Maybe in the long run a T will be coming that way. It is completely undefended by the CT side. 3 players on the B bomb site, as A does look to be the place to be in this round. Going to be executing shortly.
See, still a 5-on-5, so a lot riding on this execute. Espada, they need to try and get themselves an early kill here. This nade was made. Could it finish off Dima? Not really. He's still alive with just under 20 points of health. But there's a nade come down. 20 seconds on the clock. That's a good opening frag from Finnegan. That will open up an entry point towards his A site. Christu and Co are still here, and they're finding all the frags required. It's a 2-on-4 with just 10 seconds on the clock. A 1-on-4. Dexter's the last player alive. He's got in a kill with a nade, but that'll be all he can find, as it's AGF to a 7th, and Espada, they can't find consecutive rounds.
Man, are we watching Navi? That went all the way down to 20 seconds there just before the execute, and they didn't even have like any kind of a kill going their way. I don't understand why they thought that would be a good space to be in, as if you just let the clock go down, the CTs are gonna be stacking the A bomb site anyway. That's like usually you fall back to like the most default possible setup so that you're prepared for anything the T's can throw at you. Just, I don't know, a confusing decision coming in from them, but with this opening frag from Dexter, hopefully they can actually get something done in this one. Netric, however, swings from that pop position, is forced back by the Molotov, and gets himself a kill onto Patsy, as Dima has already established deep control here in A, doesn't actually spot the player playing E-Box, but Sotvik will be picking one of them up. The bomb dropped down as Netric tries to secure himself a double, and he will be getting it, but Dexter with everything to do, it feels like it's only down to him to get these rounds going for now, as he does make his way toward the bomb, but the plan's probably not going to be going his way if he stays here on the A bomb site. Just too many angles from his perspective in terms of where the CTs could be coming from, as it looks like he will be making his way to the curly letter on the map. But the CTs, well, they got him surrounded basically. They can just execute on the bomb whenever they want, and Dexter, after the plant, he's going to have to get into one hell of a position to be able to defend it.
He can get a plant down here, though.
Yeah, it'll be
He got lucky with the movement from Tomb, that he was able to elude Tomb's gaze, or TMB's gaze, as he would cross the site, but he might just get caught out by him now. And he will. Dexter, not considering CT, gets caught out trying to move his way to the ladder, and it will be another round for AGF, but I mean, that's an 8th, and I mean, there's still hope for Espada in terms of this T half. I mean, if they can pick up a couple more rounds here in this half, even if they're just sort of one-offs, they certainly have a chance moving in towards that CT side. There's 4 already isn't the end of the world. Obviously, a lot of it assisted by the pistol round and the follow-ups, and in terms of a confidence side of things, you'd want to maybe just pick up a couple more gun rounds just to feel confident in your own ability to actually play this map. Despite the previous results, and with Espada looking sort of, I've had decent results on it on their own, so definitely right now feeling the pressure.
Should be picking up a few more here on the T side, but it's not going their way at all. Frostlev and Lucky finding themselves a kill each, and yeah, the bomb site is in their control. Yeah, the bomb can go down, but the retake just looking very fierce here. 4 CTs from their respective spawns will be attacking the B bomb site, as the bomb, well, it hasn't even gone down yet. I don't know why they're not just taking the bonus money and fleeing. They're going for round wins here, as Patsy tries to get something done from Connector, but all the T's, they'll just be falling one after another in very quick succession. Another round for AGF, and no bonus money for Espada. Look at how much they could have benefited from it. They're all barely in, like, AK buying territory, and it looks like they're going to have to go for pistols in this one.
They physically couldn't plant the bomb.
There
was nowhere safe to plant the bomb. There was a player heaven. If they plant down the lanes, one of them was completely open. One of them's viewable from the top of red train, and then the plant spot like opposite of default got Molotov. Oh,
well, that kind of limits their options.
Yeah. So if they try to plant like right side of train, they just get shot by down the lanes from oil. If they try and plant left side of train, they're getting shot from the red train and sort of connect. If they plant default, they're getting shot from heaven. And if they plant opposite default, they're in a Molotov. Maybe they could have gone for on top of the train, like in the middle of the bomb train. That may have been an option. But
they just fall to a 12-carat run of bad luck. Truth is, the game was rigged from the start. All the Fallout New Vegas references, as AGF do pick up a 10th. Only one more round left in this half, and while Espada do have enough to buy, this is a little bit of a last chance saloon kind of round here. They will be looking to pick this one up, and the pistol right after it. Hopefully going to be going their way. As we can see Tomb, or TMB rather, really popping off here. 3.2 KD. That's what Dexter had on the previous map. So the Opera's really delivering here with the big green gun.
Yeah. But just imagine if Espada didn't pick up the pistol there.
Oh, it's
This would
over.
this would be on the verge of 14-1.
Yeah, both of these maps looking really one-sided, and it looks like it is all going to be coming down to the last and final map, but the B execute right now is on its way. The bomb still not making its way to it, but the kill is certainly going their way as AGF, they're whittled down to 2. Netric trying to even up the score here as he does manage to secure a double, and now, well, it's a 2v2. The bomb, it maybe can't go down right now as they're afraid of close CT presence, and they should be afraid. Netric manages to pick up one more. That's a 3K from him, and Dima does actually finish it off in the end, giving AGF the 10-5 lead going into the next half. This pistol is pivotal.
Yeah, 2 gun rounds found for Espada in that half. AGF picking up so many in sequence. It's not even fair. Look at that. A string of 6 and a string of 4. And 2 solitary little dots, little islands in the sea. It is going to be a very, very... Yeah, very important pistol round, I think, here for Espada. If they can get the pistol round in their favour, if they can get themselves going, it will be a very, very... very different half to if they do not pick up the pistol.
And look at this.
Like, yeah.
We've hyped up TMB as overperforming, but he's not even the top fragger on his team. Well, Frostlev, I suppose, has 1 more assist. That's why he was awarded that one. But, you know, 16 kills for 2 players there. Christo, not even needing to overperform. He's bottom fragging, and he's like got like almost 1 KD. That's pretty good already.
Yeah. But AGF, we now have to see them perform on the T side, and I mean 6 rounds needed out of 15, I guess. Let's see if they can manage that. They have to 1 better Espada score, which when you see 5 doesn't look too difficult. But obviously, if AGF pick up the pistol, things get a lot easier for them. If Espada pick up the pistol, there's still a chance that AGF could force buy into that second round and fight back, depending on the circumstances of that first pistol round win. So definitely there's a lot of if, buts, and maybes going into the second half as we are about to get it going. Dexter, 9 and 12, not had himself a great half with that T side. Maybe on the CT side things will be easier for him. And Finnegan really having a dire first half there. 2 kills for him, 14 deaths, died on all but 1 round.
Yeah, hopefully getting to get something actually done on this half. And look at Patsy, he's on the dualies.
Yes,
He's got the armor, he's got the dualies, he is the raid boss. Let's see if he can perform with these 2.
I like to think me and Patsy are friends after I interviewed him once.
Taught him everything he knows.
Yeah.
Boy, mate, you should buy those dualies. It's like 2 guns for the price of 1. I can't do that. Was more Australian.
That was horrible. If that was a Russian accent.
No. It was a fake UK accent. Really.
Well, that was even worse.
It was even worse by that metric. Yes. And what's also worse is this Ivy take, just rushing through the smokes and going into Espada's crosshairs as well. Only Netric is here remaining. Final player with the Glock. Not going to be getting anything done. Patsy also trying to get something done with these dualies.
There
yes!
you go.
The elite skins. They come through. The classic skins from 1.6 in Source. Really getting the job done here as Espada do pick up the pivotal pistol round. And remember, they're on the 6 score line. They won both pistols. That does not bode well, but at least that's a lifeline here, right?
Yes, I love confirmation bias.
Woo!
Thank you, Patsy, for getting the kill with those dual Berettas. And every time somebody gets a kill with the dual Berettas, it just fuels my ego more and more. And I keep buying them. I keep telling people they're good weapons. And I discard all the other counts of them not finding kills. But Deg says he's just going to mow down 3. And guess what? There's a second player here, Sotfik, who's a bit more tame with the MP9. Goes for the burst. Both techniques applicable.
Yeah, I didn't know there was a lawnmower on this map, but here we are. Just mows them down there in brown halls. There is one on overpass in one of the storage rooms. Obviously got to keep long, nice and trimmed. here on the train, though. No grassy fields.
No. There is a bit of some weeds growing through, I think, out towards Long.
Yeah, that's why there isn't a lawnmower, right? No one's been taking care of that.
I know. This train station's got into disrepute.
Yeah, it's under construction, though. Like, the back halls look like they're being renovated, but the rest, it's all falling apart. As is the round here for AGF, as they already lose HP, and Sadvik also going for the aggressive angle, managing to get the man advantage for his team. Not that they required it, but it is also nice to have it.
Yeah, and low on HP will just fall back towards the A bomb site, get to support of his teammates. As there's a bit of contact towards B. Netric has been able to secure the actual bomb site, but now he's dead, so never mind. Well, the rest of his teammates are going to try piling in to get that bomb planted. Christy will take a leap of faith and takes a lot of damage, but will get the bomb planted. His sacrifice is not in vain. It's an extra $800 for the AGF side, as Espada, they will now get themselves towards 8. And guess what? They are pistol players. Patsy's dual bretters ring out through the entire map.
The fast fire rates coming through there.
Yeah. Yeehaw, cowboy.
It is.
I want to see him get a kill with them. I want to see him get a kill with them in a full buy here. That's the aim.
Really not good armor penetration coming in from them. So
no, you just double headshot. You literally just double headshot. It's easy.
Yeah, obviously.
Like this, like the fire rate and the actual the recoil control on dual Beretta is actually super sick. So even at long range, you can get a really good recoil control with the dual Berettas, and you just lay into the head, and it's outrageous.
Yeah, the spray pattern kind of like Overwatch level, where all you do is pull down. Anyway, Lucky getting a nice spray down, but Patsy finding a Molotov kill onto Chris too. Unfortunate for him. We'll be evening up the score here, as the CTs, well, they do have a bit of a gun disadvantage with the FAMASs on their side, so we'll be seeing if that...
Berettas, though.
Oh, the dual Berettas, though. Those are going to save the entire round, I'm sure. Yeah. The IV Execute is on its way, and Dima already shutting down the player that was in the forward position at Green Train, but he does get downed by the second one, and now Kroslev is going to try and hold his ground. Stand his ground, hold the angle, not going to be going his way, as Patsy will be just mowing down the player that was thinking it was acceptable to plant in this position, as it's only TMB left against Dexter and Finnegan. One of the players is low HP, but when it's a 2v1, that tends not to matter. They should have the crossfire, but TMB just steps away from the bomb for a second and goes for an unexpected angle. Going to be going his way. Now we're just in a 1v1, TMB versus Dexter. Two players, very pivotal in both of these maps, carrying their respective teams at certain points. And we'll be seeing who can carry them to victory in this one. 30 seconds left, plenty of time to play with. As TMB can come from any angle as far as Dexter is concerned. Could be behind him right now. That was a miss. That was a miss there, Dan.
Just looking the other way. And Dex now only has 20 HP. TMB knows where he is, and he's going to take the fight, and he's going to win it out. I mean, if Dexter maybe had the dual Berettas in his back pocket, might have been a different story, as the dual Berettas can guide you to the kills, as it does for Patsy there. But, I mean...
Great 1v3, man. It's a great 1v3.
Yeah, I mean, probably shouldn't have won it. Dexter had him dead to rights, but misses the deagle shots.
That's why they don't call him Deekster, you know?
Yeah, that is why you don't call him Deekster. We also don't call him Orpster, but that's for different I was thinking in my head coming into the second half, I was thinking TMB is probably not going to be using an AWP for a double AWP setup on that T side. That's probably not going to happen, and that will probably be relief for Espada. However, he's just nailing heads with the AK as well, which isn't fun.
Yeah.
So for Espada, I mean, they've now found out that TMB, he can just play any weapon. Doesn't really matter.
Real simple at this time.
Yeah. Dexter's taking a lot of damage as well early on from the airstrike towards the A-bomb site.
Yeah, someone's on a kill streak here, managing to get that going. Calling it in, getting Dexter on 33 HP, and look at this main aggression. Gonna be coming in from the CTs, but Lucky has something to say about that. That's why you have someone watching pop. That's why you use the smoke to cover it off. It will be coming in here, but that's a little bit late, as Lucky already managing to secure 2 kills into this round. Great entries, and they will be assisting them in this round for sure. The CTs, they have to decide which bomb site they're going to be gambling on, and it looks like B is the flavor of the day, but not so for AGF. They prefer A, as they will probably be taking the bomb site with not too much difficulty or even opposition. Dexter, the only one that can actually realistically rotate fast enough.
Nice shot for Finnegan, though. He does deal with Netric. However, now they realise that it is going to be that A-bomb site, and they will all start rotating over to try and meet the approaching T's as they flood their way in. Dexter's already posted up towards old bomb, and the bomb is about to get planted on the new bomb train. But Dexter hasn't been able to spot anything down this lane. Everybody's perched up over towards the or in the jumble of trains that are out there, rather than out in the open towards Z-Box and towards Pop Dog. Nobody's even touching that side of things. Well, TMB, that's an absolutely mare of a situation for him there. He gets completely blinded up. Finnegan takes him down, but Christie with the shot will leave things unwinnable for Espada, and they're just going to try and back away, try and save their guns. Next, gets away with 7 HP. He's going to get chased down, I think, by Lucky. So he needs to be careful. He's got a couple players coming his way. And Dima's going to provide a bit of support to him. Dexter might just be able to stay alive in this position, and he will.
Ding, ding, ding goes the bell. As the T's do pick up yet another round here. And let's take a look at these entries, as TMB leading the way with 5. Far and away the most. But a nice little mix of both teams' players here. Espada and AGF, both of them managing to secure entries. However, the rounds, they do be going AGF's way, though. Sotpick, up close, just tickles the feet of Christu there, losing half his HP in the process. That's an expensive tickle. And again, a very forward position here from the CTs, this time on the B ramp, with 2 players watching it. They could be catching a T off guard, especially if Lucky doesn't get flashed in here. We'll be providing a flash of his own. That's only going to be good for one of the players, and he does just reposition fast enough, managing to find that 1 kill, opening up the round, and AGF starting on the back foot here. They will have to execute onto the A-bomb side. They already have a player here in Tomb, just close up in Olaf position, managing to get an entry, evening up the score, and that's going to be favoring the T's going forward. But 3 players still here for the CT side. Frostlift has managed to sneak through the smoke. Will he be seeing Dima there? Yes, he will, just picking him up. And now, well, Dexter trying to even up the score yet again, goes for the peek in the main, not going to be going his way. Only Finnegan remaining as a 1v3 emerges here, and that's just a slaughter there. The FAMAS spray down on the far away angle, not going to be working out, and Frostlev picking up a headshot. Not just the headshot, however. The map point, 15-8. Espada, they have to win every single round going forward here. And this first one, not looking too likely. Maybe this Ivy aggression will be working out here, as they do flash themselves out, but Dexter going down, and their hopes and dreams faltering as Sotfik goes down as well. A 5v3 situation here, and AGF looking to pick this one up. fast, toot sweet, all those words. Lucky also finding Patsy, and yeah, this is all over for Espada at this juncture.
Team has been able to pick up one, so maybe there's hope for the Espada side. It's slim at best.
It is slim.
He's gonna
like
get naded down. He's naded down to 2 HP. He's gonna peek out. Can't find the shots. A little bit of damage, but it's now just Finnegan 1 versus 4, and he's not had a great map. He will be able to pick up one. Tries to deploy a nade to do something, but with players all around him, it's only a matter of time, and it is going to be AGF finding 16. And well, with Espada, you think 16-8, not the worst map in the world. Do remember as well, though, as you can see that 6 rounds came off the back of pistols.
Yeah, really not confidence inspiring here. Obviously, the first map did go their way, 16-4, and yeah, both teams just winning their respective map picks, and we will be going to the decider train, as we often do. So stick around after these messages. We'll be coming back with the final map.
Nice shot. Lock and load.
Wow, very good. Let me show you how it is done. Yeah, no. Woo, damn! That was one of the best nickel fights I've been to.
beat. Tell me your favorite song, I'll put it on repeat. I could wait for you forever, through the storms or any weather. Yeah, you're like New York in the sunshine. I'm a fool, yeah, I got my love blind. And ooh, yeah, got my heart out, and it's covered in gold. Like moonlight over Hollywood, and it's cool, yeah, cause you know it's good. Oh baby, we'll never get old. Down in Cali, driving around with my baby. Teardrops and raindrops, motion got me all faded. My heart got me going all crazy. I'll be walking away, yeah.
I live inside my own world of make-believe. Kids screaming in the cradles, profanities. I see the world through ice covered in ink and bleach. Cross out the ones who heard my cries and watched me weep. I love everything. Fire spreading all around my room. My world's so bright, it's hard to breathe, but that's alright. Hush. Take my eyes open to force reality. Why can't you just let me?
Nice shot. Lock and load.
Wow, very good. Let me show you how it is done. Yeah, no. Woo, damn! That was one of the best tickle fights I've been to.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to this LOOT.BET Season 8 match. Today, we're still on this best of 3 between AGF and Espada. Both teams showing great form on their own picks of maps. Obviously, the other team not being able to do much on those. AGF only managing to pick up 4 on Overpass, and Espada only getting 8 rounds on Train. So we'll be seeing how things go here on Inferno, as it does seem to be a little bit more even ground. But, yeah. You guys in chat, you seem to be very split up on this. Apparently, Espada won every match against AGF on Inferno so far. That's looking pretty good. Confidence inspiring. We'll be seeing if they can keep up this streak.
As people are just killing themselves in spawn.
That's not a good sign.
Fair enough. I believe Lucky may have disconnected and reconnected, and Patsy's just killed himself to make it an even 4-4 with a knife, I guess.
Yeah, that could work.
I assume that's what's happened. But Espada will have to go to the fight climbing over their teammate's corpse there. But
yeah, I've heard of taking one for the team, but not taking one for the other team. That seems a bit backwards.
Yeah. And into this knife round, we got Finnegan on the Crimson Web. Can he secure a kill with this? He's going to taste the blood, and he won't be able to distinguish it from the rest of his knife, and he gets himself a couple. It's Espada. Absolutely nailing that knife round. They didn't even need the 5th player there. They knew they could win it 4-4. Bit of play-by-play knife round. You don't see that every day.
No, always interesting to see how you can make basically a coin flip exciting. But hey, that's what casting is half the time. As we will be going into the pistol round shortly. Gonna be Espada on the CT side. AGF starting on this T. And yeah, just an update for you guys if you guys didn't tune in for the first 2 maps. The players popping off right now. Dexter for the Espada side, but on the AGF camp, Chris2 and TMB really making it look scary for the other team. And, you know, like other players chiming in as well. I feel like I screamed Frostlev's name quite a few times there. As we will be going into the pistol round. Banana control in the control of the CTs, not for long, as TMB does manage to pick up the first and the second. Onto Dima, the third not going to be going his way, but the damage is done. Sotvik forced to fall back, as they will be spotting him out. He tries to cross all the way to Pillar, not going to be going his way. Only Finnegan and Patsy remaining for this retake. Do they have what it takes? Christu says no. Picks up both.
That's an emphatic no.
That is a... no.
TNB just spamming left click as he went up Banana, gets himself 2. AGF to pick up the pistol round. A round that eluded them on Train, but didn't stop them from closing out the map nonetheless. So we do have a pause here. A very early pause. I'm assuming it's more of a technical than a tactical. As Espada, I mean, 2k per player. What do you try and do here? I mean, maybe just
take it into the next round, really. I mean,
you may as well go for the force buy here, to be honest, because you're not going to have a very good buy in the next round, even if you do save. I mean, you'd have 4,400. I mean, it's not bad. But it's better just to go for the force buy and try and limit the AGF economy now.
I'm waiting for the meta to develop to this sort of level where they just save on this round and the next one so that they can afford like 3 AWPs on the 3rd round or something.
That sounds awful.
That sounds like not Counter-Strike, but I guarantee you one of the teams is going to try it one of these days, and something to that effect is going to work. Maybe we're going to see people throwing the pistol round as well. Like just completely echoing on it. There's lots of unexplored territory, and really teams not that keen on testing things out, on trying out like weird sort of combinations. Frankly, all the teams, in my opinion, are just sort of going with the flow a little bit, seeing what is actually working, then replicating that. Whereas, I don't know, Furia, for example, have shown us time and again that there is innovation left in the game, and you can play an innovative game like play style. Just you gotta be brave. You gotta not be afraid of looking stupid sometimes.
That's why more teams should pick up the dual Berettas.
Hell yeah. You don't look stupid with those. That's like a gun in each hand, cowboy style, dude.
Yeah, I was going to say, you look like a cowboy with the dual Berettas. You look like a real rootin' tootin' gunslinger.
With the big iron on your hip.
And Banff on your waist.
As we go into this round, it is indeed live. We will be seeing Espada with the aforementioned Deagles here on the force buy. Just a little bit of utility to buy them some time, perhaps, or do like a nice retake. But they're gonna need to retake the B bomb site from the looks of things. Banana presence already coming in. It looks like they're poised to actually take this bomb site up outright, just not really committing anyone toward the A side. And I think if Espada lose this one, they aren't even going for the retake. They're just saving all these guns into the next round, perhaps. The 4 on A.
Yeah, probably, because you're not going to have any buy up yourself. You'll be full ecoing. So, yeah, if they can find... If they find a couple kills here on this B site, it is all in one man's hands. So, it's not the best of chances. It is just Sotfik. But look at this now from Espada. Fast down Banana. They're going to catch out one play. That's lucky. And now, well, that diverts the attention of these approaching AGF players. And they're finding all the kills, Espada. Not like this, AGF. Finally, Netric will clear out Sotfik in the site, who was able to get himself one before going down. But these players approaching in, they have AKs, and it's Patsy. A double spray down with that AK. The bomb gets planted. But Espada, they're just going to force buy their way straight into the victory. That was clean as well.
It was so clean. I was expecting it to be like, I already mentioned Furia, right? They started doing this thing where you just retake as the CTs from Banana, like doing like a standard B execute, right? But this time, like, not even the smokes coming in, just a fast rotate, and Patsy getting that double like spray down there on the B bomb site. Really good stuff coming in from Espada. And AGF, well, they'll be forcing into this one. The aforementioned money sort of hole that they find themselves in currently. This is a little bit of a freebie buy. And those MAC-10s, well, they're going to have to actually do something, because that's the only automatic weaponry they're going to be holding in this round. As Espada, well, look at their buy. It's just sickening. Really good stuff. All those AKs taken. Really disastrous for the AGF side, as was that. Dexter, the man of the hour, the man with the power, getting that double spray down. I mean, what taps? I don't know what that was. Bursts, I guess. Just getting them on middle and really whittling these AGF numbers down. No chance to come back into this round unless a few kills go into their court shortly, but it looks like they won't. A straight up B execute going to be coming in as 3 Espada players are waiting for them on the curly letter bomb site. I say that, but Dexter is falling away, so only 2 now.
Yeah, but 2 who will have themselves the superior weaponry as they try and push forward. AGF sat behind a smoke for the time being. There's a minute still on the clock, so they don't need to push through the smoke, and as it fades, they will start their push forward. Dima up on the boost, was maybe expecting a smoke to come in, but Sotfik is the one who's mopping up these kills. He can only manage 2, as it leaves Lucky at 1 versus 3, so a bit of damage done by the AGF side all in all, considering it was a 5 on 3. And the bomb planted. This is certainly good for AGF. Maybe not good in the way that Espada won out the last round, but certainly what you'd usually expect from a round like this. He's even able to get another kill as well, so 3 kills for AGF there, and a bomb plant. That is Gucci.
Yeah, they wouldn't have been happy with only 2 kills, given that they threw all their money into this round, but a bomb plant and 3 kills? Well, they're going to be laughing, and this chicken isn't going to be laughing. He is just a puff of feathers there. Man. When will the senseless violence end? I know we just keep watching like 5 guys shoot at each other over and over in some kind of a weird time loop scenario, but man, why do the chickens have to die in the crossfire, Dan?
When you said it's like some weird time loop thing, you reminded me of that game Quantum League, where you play like 3 matches against the same person, but each time the previous match is still there, so you end up in a situation where you're trying to kill the person who killed you last time to try and save yourself.
In the past.
And and it's like some weird, like, Back to the Future arena sport. But that's sort of what you just reminded me of there, where you said it's like a time loop. It's just these two teams keep playing each other over and over again. It's like a simulation running for a war. Oh God, Patsy, Jesus.
Jeez, Louise, no. The Colonel may approve, but I do not. As, yeah, I was going more for a Groundhog Day kind of vibe, you know? You just wake up every single morning. Terrorists come up to you and say, "Come on, we have to blow up Inferno boxes." And he goes, "Okay, sure, I guess I'll do this again."
Don't know how to respond to what just happened there.
Neither do I. So let's just start with a clean slate here. 3v1 situation. I mean, not 3v1, the score is 3-1.
3-1.
Yes, and situation still a 5v5, although that does get changed as a banana aggression does come forward, but TMB is going to be holding that one down all day. And yeah, the A execute will be coming in shortly, as a matter of fact. So much time left on the clock, and they're already executing. They know the CTs aren't really committed toward this position that much, and as they take care of the lone A-side player, that does give Dexter the opportunity to come in there with the AWP. Not even going to be forced off the angle with this Molotov, just going to be forced to hold it for a little bit longer. That smoke a little bit late. As the bomb will be going down in a 3v3 retake in the cards. Let's see if they are successful. TMB playing a very aggressive position here in apartments. He was cleared out, so the CTs think it's clear, and now TMB poised to just get a nice little 2 spray down there. Oh no, gives away his position without getting a kill, Dan. This is all falling apart. He dies in the back lines as well, and the T's, well, that spells disaster for them. They could have won this round if TMB was just a little bit more lucky with his timing. Unfortunate for the AGF side, but Espada do pick this one up 4-1. Pain.
That was pain. That was so much pain. I felt it for TMB there. Like, you know when you see something happening, you just cringe with your entire body. That's what it felt like watching TMB.
Yeah. Just the French word for bread. But like pronounced as pain and not as pain. No, pain. But it's spelled pain. That is indeed the joke. Okay. A nice little grenade kill coming in. Just very lucky timing there for their side, as they will be finding an entry and a swift take of the bomb site off the back of that. Dima trying to delay things with that smoke. Does manage to find 1 kill, and he's in a very annoying position here for the AGF side. They can't manage to find him at all. They get stuck on the geometry as they're flashed. Just 2v2 situation here in the end. I have no idea what just happened here, Dan. Your jubilant laughter surely signaling that this is a ludicrous round. And Dexter, well, he's got an AWP against, well, he did trade it out for an AK, so a 2v1 is doable for him, but that is going to be a right disaster almost happening there for AGF. That backline defense was sick. They do pick up the round in the end, however.
Two people fully blind just staring at each other. Oh God. Let's not forget though, AGF did just win out with pistols, so I mean, that's the second on the board for them, and the only round they've won since that actual pistol round, and Espada, they have enough cash for the rebuy, so there's definitely a difficult task still ahead of AGF, and Espada have looked pretty sick on these guns so far, so we'll see what AGF can bring to the table.
That table contains banana so far. A singular banana on it. Looking like a nice nutritious breakfast for now, as they have actually given up control of banana, but the CTs don't know that, so they are kind of afraid of a B execute coming in. However, looks to be like it's going to be the A side that is going to see the execute going forward. Finnegan holding the smoke up close and does actually get 1 kill that was trying to cross down into pit. But it all falls apart in the end, just like none of the T's and none of the entries going their way. Really catastrophic round there for AGF. And yeah, from a Nico win to a full buy lose. What do you make of that one, Dan?
That was a massacre.
It was a meat grinder.
Reporting to you live from the sidelines. It's a massacre, Jeff.
Back to the studio, Tom.
This should be a bit of a massacre as well. AGF, all they have is a couple upgraded, well, a Mac 10 and an AK, and oh my lord, it's all just going wrong. Patsy and Finnegan, they find a quick triple towards the top mid, and Patsy does spot out the leg. A little bit of skin showing, a bit of a striptease there for Patsy as it's Netric just showing himself all kinds of ankle through the edge of that smoke, and he will give Patsy the ability to spray him down as it's 6 for Espada so far on the CT side. Looking hot, looking good. The Espada side here.
Yeah.
As opposed to Train, where they looked very not hot. They would be going for a swipe left if this was on my Tinder.
Well, look.
Espada Train, that is a left. Espada Inferno. Ah, that's a super like.
That is a super hot coming in here on Inferno. As, yeah, the AGF side, they had to push those smokes right to even up the odds. And they're gonna have to even up some odds in this one. Just a massacre happening on second mid this time. Can we just, like, have a massacre, a different kind of massacre happen on every, like, position of the map by the end of this game? AGF just not winning any of them out. Getting straight fragged like late into the round here as well. Finnegan gonna be holding from the apartments area. And this is going so fast. Like, I can't even talk about the previous round without getting rudely interrupted by kills already happening in this one here. The entry kills.
Well,
obviously going the way of TMB here with 3, but the rest, the Espada side, looking quite hot in that department.
Hot to the touch. But AGF, I mean, they go for a bit of a raid boss here. AK for Frostlev. They do keep enough cash for a rebuy though, so that's not an issue. And he thought Dexter, with the way this game's been going, would have been able to hit that shot. Not quite connecting, as he's left longing for a little bit more. And he does get a little bit more with that nade onto Lucky. 75 or thereabouts HP left for Lucky as it's a push towards the A site from the AGF side. But Dexter, he'll get the initial kill, and he's going to find more and more and more. But he's getting tagged down, and eventually the Deagle finds the kill. Now just left up to 2, but Patsy swings out wide, shows them the real deal, and flashes them his Supreme t-shirt, his Gucci bag, as they are locked and loaded. They have so much cash.
Yeah, that's why they can afford the top brands, right?
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, these CTs, they left the base a while ago. They've come back all swagged out at the end of this.
Supreme written on their, skins and everything.
Yeah. What's this knife that Patsy's got?
It's one of the new ones. It's you can do that with it. You like the twirl?
I sort of lost interest in the cases, to be honest. I didn't realize there was new knives.
Oh yeah.
I sort of had a quick look at the skins generally. I'm not a massive skin man myself, but
I've been keeping like a steady collection going, like trying to get as much from like every case as possible. I don't know, but like the knives in general, like they're just too expensive to like even collect. Yeah. Like, what is even the point?
I mean, I used to have an M9 bayonet, fade.
Ooh, that's a bit of a top tier skin.
And then after that, I had a butterfly. What was it? Butterfly fade as well, I think.
Yeah, the butterfly a little bit annoying because you can see the animation. Part of it just goes through your thumb. It's very unrealistic, and man, this B banana hold. I'm not gonna say it's unrealistic. It's been pretty handily taken by the AGF side, and it's a 3v3 now. As their position is completely known, CTs have already rotated 2 of them, with one just staying on A as a backup, making sure there's no lurkers there, as he will actually be holding back the entire terrorist team. They will be rotating toward him, just Finnegan and Graveyard, probably aptly named, as he will be found pretty soon, but can he manage to climb out of this grave? Rise from your grave, Finnegan, as he managed to find the first kill, but not the second. And now it's a 2v2 retake with deep control already coming in from the terrorist side.
Well, it turns out that Grave is Finnegan's final resting place, but he's getting a kill He's at least taken one down with him, and they'll share a coffin together. But Dexter will ensure that Lucky will be buried 6 feet deep as well, as Christou is now the last player alive. A 1 versus 2, and he's able to get the first cleanly. Now, but Patsy knows where he is, and Christou, he finds a shot either way. Doesn't even matter for Christou. He's just going to 1v2 every single day of the week. AGF, they do finally find a third. It was a tiresome third, but they get there in the end, and nice work.
Good stuff coming in.
Yeah. Also, just want to point out, if you want to know how much I've not lost interest, but I've basically realised that skins were a bad investment. My primary AWP is now just a default AWP with 4 Dupree sticks on it. That's what I use, and it is called Dupree's Banana as well. So there's that.
I'm sure his banana is sizable. Fitting to put it on
massive.
the longest gun in the game. Sans some of the auto snipers, probably.
I'm often there with my friends comparing our lengths in spawn. Turns out we're all about the same length. Turns out the orbs don't actually change.
No.
But definitely, I think mine's the coolest. Very cool, very wow. And
Everyone likes Dupree.
Yeah, Dupree
Everyone
is
likes
a lovable
Christou
guy.
as well.
Well, debatable.
The North fans, the Danish people certainly do.
Espada probably not liking Christou at the moment, although Dexter will definitely be liking Christou's peek in towards him there. He's able to absolutely chop his head off. Guillotine that up, and Dexter, of course, he just goes for that. Of course, he'll just jump up on the coffins and no-scope Lucky. Frostlev at least brings Dexter back down to reality, but for a moment that is how Frostlev will be feeling, heading his way up towards heaven for a moment. Gravity has gone, soul transported into another dimension. What do you believe in? Do you believe in heaven, or what are you thinking?
Nah, I think we just sort of stop working. We are kind of molecular machines doing our thing for about 80 years, and then we just sort of stop. It is one of those, I don't really see the point in an afterlife.
I always wonder that I'll sort of come back, not conscious of being someone else, but having the learning experiences just ingrained into my brain, and I'll make better decisions. This is an absolute mess. Oh my god.
Okay. Yeah, you're thinking life is a bit like a game of Counter-Strike, where you just take your previous experiences into the next round, and AGF, well, they haven't been able to do that successfully, not really finding out what Espada's deal is on this map, as they just can't find like a good counterplay against this kind of, I guess aggression, good defense, just in all aspects. Espada just spanking them on this one. Every single map we've seen today has been an absolute spank, and GF's cheeks starting to look a little bit red here, as so are the CTs pushing down middle, but in the end, doesn't really matter. Good Linkin Park reference, as we find ourselves in a 4v3 here, Espada on the front foot.
Yeah, I mean, it's either we come back not knowing of our past, or we're all in a simulation.
Yeah.
Those are 2 possibilities I see. Simulation one spooks me.
But
I mean, it's not Halloween anymore, but it's still spooky.
But like the simulation in general, I think that's just us, we invented computers, and now we're starting to think everything is a computer. That does seem like a bit of a human-centric kind of assumption to make, Yeah. Back in the industrial era, everyone thought like atoms were just like a series of pistons pushing things around, because we can only model our surroundings based on what we perceive, right? So human perception, bit of a weird thing. If there is like one like a weird thing you're trying to get me to admit that I actually believe in, alien presence around Earth, looking fairly likely. I've seen the footage. I've analyzed it. I've seen quite a few shoops in my time, and I don't think those are photoshops.
I mean, myself, I do not believe in that. I do believe that there's other life out there. Yeah, I don't believe the visitors. Otherwise, there'd have to be so many millennia. Well, not millennia, but yeah, millennia in like sort of a more advanced than us.
Oh yeah, of
It's
course
like it wouldn't. It doesn't make sense in my head that they'd be able to do that. And well, AGF
certainly
are
doing it.
Yeah, AGF are really struggling right now. Well, there's the down 11-3. There's a possibility here of a fourth. I mean, they have a few rifles, I guess, in the form of a couple AKs, a couple Gleals. Well, right now, Espada, they're just shooting ducks in a barrel at the moment. And Espada are feeling very, very thank you.
Certainly. Apologies for getting philosophical like this, but come on, like, what do we have to work with here? AGF, like, not getting anything done. They just lost Christu again, the player we're, like, bigging up for so long that he can carry them. He just goes down first here, leaving AGF in a man disadvantage. And then just pushing through smokes to get, like, nearly dying. Lucky does die in the end. And, like, what am I supposed to say here? Are AGF going to come back into this one? No, they're going to push this smoke, and Dima's going to get them from an unexpected angle. The Flash certainly going to be telegraphing this, as he will be hearing the footsteps as well. A little bit of surprise there for the terrorist that's still on the bomb site. Will be going down as well, and yeah. Espada picking this one up 12-3.
Yeah. Definitely, yeah. I mean, like, obviously, this is a bit of a stomp. The three just islands in the sea there for the AGF side on that T side. I mean, I thought people would appreciate a bit of personality on the broadcast.
Yeah, you gotta like pepper that in sometimes. You know, if nothing's going on, just fall back on the old Scooby-Doo impression. That always that knocks them dead every time. Enough about that, though. Woohoo, Dexter. Ding, ding, ding. The slot machine has garnered a nice little combination here. 22 kills, 16 of those AWP, and 5 entries. Somebody stop this man. And I don't think AGF are going to be stopping them.
No. Even the pistol round here is a false hope, I think. If this was the storyline to a film, the incredible tense music, the heroic music would be building up, and it'd just zoom into Christu's face, and he'd start to go, and he'd just say, "This is our game now," but in a Danish accent. I'll try and do a Danish accent.
This is
our game now. No, that was very Canadian.
This is going to be our game now, guys. As I'm going to show you a trick here, it is going to. I don't know. It's even my pimp impression's bad.
Hey guys, just got a new microphone. Let me know how it sounds. Is it good? Is it bad? Keyboard's a little loud. That's my favorite ever pimp moment. Favorite ever. But,
ooh.
Well, I may as well do a bit of play-by-play for the pistol here, I guess. Ooh, Dexter. That was very cheeky on that P2 Fiddy. Getting himself a nice little Taparino there. Sophic with one as well, as it's a 5-on-3. AGF being battered and bruised. This is not safe for public broadcasts, and now, I mean, look, he's found one, but it's just impending doom for the rest of these players, as very quickly it is 13 for Espada, and a 10-round lead. Eesh! This is not fun for the AGF sides, it's not fun for AGF fans, this is not fun for AGF bettors. I'm sorry you all have to watch this stomp. I don't like it either.
Yeah, all the Danish people in chat, don't give up hope yet. But, like, you know, in the meantime, just drop us some fun Denmark facts in the chat. Maybe we'll have some fun with that. Do love learning about other cultures. As we go into this one, Christu on the small gray gun, managing to get at least 2 tags, and that's going to be helping them out. But Patsy already getting a kill of his own onto Christu, as he does go down with not a kill to his name, but plenty of damage dealt. And that's going to make it a lot easier for the pistols to actually pick anyone up here, right? Like, 5 terrorists still alive, but they will have to get in the crosshairs of the CTs eventually. The scout not going to be found by Netric, as he does find himself in a bit of a sticky situation. Does manage to get out of it, though. Patsy goes down, and hey, this is starting to look doable for AGF, as Sotvik is just sort of observing the ceiling texture there in Mexico.
I think the politically correct term is underground.
Yeah, you either call it Mexico or Vietnam or something, but man,
Well, for not very politically correct.
yeah. Like speaking of the politically incorrect call-outs, Inferno used to have like next to Moto there, like where Lucky's looking right now. That was that used to have an 88 on the wall. You can imagine what people were calling it.
No, I can't actually. Why don't you enlighten us?
Oh, well, I'm going to just type it into chat to you privately, because I don't want to give that one away. The boys in chat, you can figure it out yourself.
But, well, a 4-on-4, 20 seconds for AGF to try and find something else on this round, as Demon's just running in towards the B bomb side. If he goes down here, it could all fall apart, but he gets the kill. The bomb is on its rotation over. And it is going to be able to get planted, all safe and sound, tucked away. Nice, like a little tucked into bed when you were a child. When your mum came in, tucked you into bed, and your arms weren't able to be moved because you were just wrapped in a little cocoon.
Exactly. Nice little glass of warm milk on the side, can't actually be reached as your arms are immobile. As AGF just going to be saving this armor and these guns into the next round. Their economy looking like it's in tatters, I believe is the phrase. As this round is last chance saloon for them. I mean, surely they don't go for an eco, despite the fact that none of the players can properly purchase. Giving Espada the map point, I think you'd rather just lose it quickly and spend your money now, and that's what they'll be doing.
Yeah, I don't want to really sort of, hop on this point and gloat and say I told you so. But what did I say? For this entire series, coming into this map, oh my lord, look at those odds. If you fancy a cheeky bet, put a dollar on AGF now, you never know.
You'll get 12 back.
Get 12 back, yeah.
Should they win, but yeah, not looking likely. I did actually, in the chat, say that AGF are looking good to win this, as TMB and Christo are looking good, but not so much on this map, unfortunately. I mean, the people I was talking to bet on Espada anyway, so they won't be salty.
Yes.
They'll be quite happy with that one.
Yeah. I mean, I know there are some AGF bettors in the chat as well. I did post my prediction as well, saying Espada will take this one, and well, guess I'm just a bit of a prophet. I thought yesterday actually in another tournament predicted an underdog victory. That was a voice crack on a broadcast.
I love seeing
That's not happened for a while. That's not happened for a while. I feel like Tyler won. AGF, they're probably feeling like, I don't know, trash, I guess.
I suppose. The most uncharitable interpretation ever, but hey, they are getting the kills toward long, and it looks like the bomb is a little bit unrecoverable by the T's. They are quite far away from it, so AGF, out of the trash bin, do manage to crawl out and eke out a victory here, and will be saving the AKs into the next round as well. So let's give them some credit. They did win the all-important force buy here. Very important that this went their way. It's like the ending of Neon Genesis Evangelion. Just, congratulations all around.
Party hats. Yeah,
Exactly.
I can go get the party hats. I can get those little, the ones that sort of make a loud noise when you blow into them.
Yeah. I think we had a conversation about this before. You
We
called
have
them
done before,
party screamers.
Something like that.
No one knows what they're actually called.
No.
They make the noise. Something like that.
That was actually scarily accurate.
Better than my accents, at least. As we do go into this one, no damage dealt, really. TMB just on 86. But yeah, banana control taken by the Espada side, and they have taken apartments as well, so looking a little bit scary for AGF playing this far forward. There is a crossfire going on, but you know the T's are going to be smoking left or right. Well, it looks like Long is going to be smoked off, and Christou, he knows he has to keep up this crossfire, but will he get flashed, or will he get nullified in this take as Frostlev, he gets flashed but doesn't care, gets a kill, however goes down in the end, and so does Christou. So yeah, this A-bomb site is completely wide open. AGF, no chance to retake this one in a 2v4. The statistics suggest that this is fairly untakeable, but Netric managing to get the opening frag, but they do know where he is now, as Dima from the mini pit position holds him at bay, as does the smoke.
Well, maybe you say it's untakeable. Maybe we could have seen Taken 4 here, starring Liam Neeson. Never mind. It's Espada to 50. Oh dear. I mean, they managed to get a force by a huge nade coming through as well from Lucky, but I mean, he did just get clapped straight after, so it makes little difference. And 15-4, one more round needed for Espada. There's an M4 for Lucky, a Scout for TMB, a MP9 for Netric, and a couple Deagles for Frostlev and Christou, and a whole lot of pain, and a whole lot of ifs, buts, and maybes. This game from the AGF side.
Yeah, a whole lot of pain and not a lot of gain. The better angle to go with that one, as they do already lose Christou. I feel like I've said that so many times. Look at it, 8 kills and 18 deaths. That is just not what we expected from this player at all. The North transfer can't manage to get anything done here. As yeah, I mean, Espada, they just have to take this one round now, already a man advantage. It's Frostlev just desperate for any kind of in into this round, as they do have a triple crossfire here going on top mid.
Just so you're aware, nobody from the AGF side is in double digits.
Oh no. It's the 20th round then.
Yeah, I mean, maybe one person can get into double digits here. Is Frostlev dead? Yes, he is. Okay, he's not getting double digits. It's just Tomb, TMB, all on his lonesome. If he gets a single kill here, he will find himself at 10. Never mind. Okay, he's just going to get clap walking through the smoke. And, I mean, it doesn't bode well when Finnegan, the lowest fragger, is 9 and 5.
Jesus.
And the highest fragger for AGF is 9 as well.
Well, that's going to conclude this best of 3 here in the playoffs. A nice little win there. And yeah, hope you guys enjoy all of your bets going the right way, should you have a bet on Espada. We will be back with the next best of 3 between Virtus.pro and Wisla Krakow. Quite a big pause until then, but stick around. It's going to be a good one.
Nice shot. Lock and load.
Wow, very good. Let me show you how it is done. Yeah, no. Woo, damn! That was one of the best nickel fights I've been to.